Hello, it's Commissioner Failure here once again to ask too much of all of you who are watching. Or, I want to first thank channel members and patrons. This amazing, invaluable support, and that goes for everyone who's been watching and has continued to watch, because I would have been dealing with something like this far sooner, and I have you all to thank for myself and my family's continued well-being as best as we've been able to be well under these circumstances. And my grandmother and little brother, thank you as well for having us to be in a position to get him braces, which we could not have done if not for people support. He had discomfort and things that was painful for him to eat, and now he can do so successfully. As you've seen from the title of this video, I am in a very bad do or die situation where anyone willing or able to help, if you have the means to do so, I'll leave links in the description. Cash App, GoFundMe. I am disgusted at having to do this. I am embarrassed. This is understandably something that I don't mind if people want to unsubscribe, because I've done this too many times, and you don't have the privilege that I have in a platform for people to bail you out. And some of you may be going through the same things as me, if not worse. And who do you go to for help? I'm in this situation because I lost my mom, and when you lose the breadwinner of your family, anyone who's been in a similar situation, you can attest to this. You get your family's well-being gets uprooted. You get thrown into a different life. I've tried working and having this as well, because solely using YouTube as a means of income, when it varies drastically, and not being of a certain size is not smart. It's just stupid. I had to quit in the first place because of the custody hearing over my little brother, which we lost. I try to go back to working. The arches in my feet have fallen to such an extent that my knees are being bothered, as well as the pain in my feet, and they're talking about surgery. I don't want to deal with any surgery because no one has time or money for any of that. I try to be consistent on YouTube, and I have things ranging from the house almost catching on fire to me being admitted into a psych ward because of my manic episodes, post-traumatic stress, bipolar, seizures, this, that, and the other. And it's not epileptic, but it's functional seizures and things caused by trauma and stress, and the things like it's one after another. It's always a curveball. It's always something insurmountable. And it's just felt as though fate does not will this, really. My head has been constantly held underwater, so why not just let what happens in those situations happen? That's what I'm just starting to think. I didn't think I'd have to do this even once. And when I first asked for people to help, because I wouldn't have been able to even cover the last playoffs, if not for some of you lending a hand, because I had to choose between my grandmother not going to jail, and for a parking ticket, a handicap parking sticker, for her rushing me to hospitals as some cop had to knows better to do, or our water that was getting shut off. So I chose the obvious thing, and then I said, well, I'm not going to have water. I had to lean on people for that. And now in this situation, it's another flailing, me drowning, asking too much, asking once again, and seemingly making no progress. Because on the outside looking in, it would say, like, does your life get any better? Has anything we've done to help you made any difference? And it's no one's fault that's watching this. It's just my bed that I must lay in, and through one reason or another, I should have just somehow been in a better position to avoid this. But sometimes you can do the best you can, and your best isn't good enough, and you can do everything right, and that isn't good enough. Not that I said that I've done everything right, because I'm dealing with situations and things that I wish I had more understanding of or have tackled them differently when they were first transpiring. But the channel has been the only source of sunlight in my life that isn't tied to my just immediate family, being grandmother and little brother. It's the only good thing that's happened to me that hasn't been them. But my real life does not represent the success of the channel or how things have gone so far. I'll leave other things like my anime movie and show channel. If people are interested, want to check that out, I'll leave that in the description. Do not feel compelled to help me again. Do not feel compelled or pressured to do any of that. You've done enough, really. I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to next time something bad happens. I'm gonna just let it happen. It's been too many times now. It's been like 4 or 5 years of this, and I'm gonna just let it happen next time, because it's just not gaining any headway from any of what's going on. I don't mind. I can't remember what I was saying. Maybe I was gonna say like and subscribe. I don't know why anybody would want to subscribe from something like this. I just don't know. But so long as I've been able to brighten some people's lives, so long as I've been able to take your mind off of what it is you're going through, that in and of itself is gift enough. That's all I have to say, I guess. I don't know. I'm still working on the NBA. This is I don't have to. This is why sometimes I cut, or at least like I'm not on screen sometimes, and I'm like stressed out like that. It's hard for me to be. What is the big video? The big that I'm still working on that in the background. It's just YouTube has been doing its utmost to stop that. It's been that way for a lot. I feel like my channel alone is just, sometimes it's like I want to do things and it's just like it focuses in on my channel more so than others. That could just be paranoia and me being selective, because I know some of you who may be content creators yourself, you could be here just like, what is he talking about? I don't have these issues, and maybe you're doing this and too much of that, and it's not. If it was just songs and some things that was getting messed up, I would understand it, because I put a lot of different things in here that aren't commonly associated with an NBA-esque video. But it's not even that. It'll be footage. It'll be, sometimes I'm getting hate speech for saying something, like inciting violence when I did the Malice at the Palace video, and just anything to make things worse or to make this an unpleasurable experience. So I'm going to try, as I get this physical therapy done and try to get more medication and keep up with that look for some other jobs to try to do that and try to get lucky and get something, so I don't get cordoned off and pigeonholed into just relying on a YouTube, as has been the case for some months now, as I lost another job opportunity that was during the end of the summer. And I'm going to try one last time. I'm going to do as best I can one last time. And after that, that's enough. So appreciate you all for watching. As always, I hope everyone's safe. I hope your friends, families are healthy and doing well in this crazy world that we're in. And I will see you on the next one, whatever that happens to be. Thank you. Thank you.